Hey everybody, Old Man Alchemist back with another raw and wiggling episode in our playthrough of The Outer Worlds 2. Before I begin, a quick word of thanks to all of our new subscribers we've gotten over the last few days and weeks. Man, you guys rock. You helped us reach our secondary goal of 100 subscribers. And now we're on to our tertiary goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel or you've been here before, please go ahead and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And then do me a favor and crush that like button. And extend that favor to all the other channels that you visit, because likes, comments, and subscriptions are the lifeblood of every channel. So let me know, what are you playing? What are you looking forward to? Are you enjoying The Outer Worlds 2? Alright, so I think we're about at the end. Everybody's done except, well, everything that I had except for a starving reminder. This guy can eat sprat tongue for the rest of his days for all I care. And a sprat to die for, I can't seem to be able to turn that in no matter how many times I try. So the only thing we have is Sins of the Past on the Precipice of the Future. So here we go. Val is waiting to talk to me. And we're going to see what she's got to say.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. Transitioning to Good News Protocol. As this unit was corroborating data on the anomaly, a message was also received from your allies, Commander. Auntie's Choice and the Order have sent word that their forces will be prepared to render you assistance once you navigate to Horizon Point. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
Okay, well, we regrouped with the crew, and what do we got? Investigate the disturbance at Horizon Point. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Investigate the disturbance at Horizon Point.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the Archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. armor before embarking on this mission is highly recommended. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
And I know just how to stop him. Get me close and I'll make it quick.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Only one person here knows Horizon Point as well as you, Commander. Should be me, watching your back. Like old times.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
All right. Niles and Inez. Niles and Inez, let's go. Hey, I worked with all the rest of those guys to get their advanced whatever. Okay.
You know how some creatures can smell danger?
Uh-huh.
I think I might have absorbed some of that. Watch those troops carefully. That must be the Providence. Were it in other hands, I can imagine the real good it could do.
Everything's broken.
What the
Here,
fuck?
wires, twisted, landing pad, dirty. Oh,
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Gonna need to give us some space. Better if I go unseen.
Oh shit.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Okay.
Back off!
Where to go?
End rest of exposure undermining functioning. N-ray exposure undermining functioning.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Oh shoot. Man, did I destroy? Yes, I did. Alright, well. You know what? I got plenty of these.
Raft's back in business.
And
Whoa. The rift really rung them up good, didn't
You
it?
had my back.
Ain't nobody that deserves this.
Eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who in introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And
Okay, where am I trying to go?
the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process.
Board the sovereigns. Okay. I guess we're going this way. Oh, shit! God dang! Okay, take it slow. Take it slow. What the fuck? Well, there's nothing there. The only thing we can do, it looks like, is go this way.
You know, if the lives and deaths of millions weren't in the balance, this would make a fine agility course. But the rift modulator ought to make our path clear.
Okay. Please hurry.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces on a similar trajectory.
Never would have expected this camaraderie in all my life. But with both of them backing us, we got a real shot at this.
Not sure I trust our shield to hold up against that plasma. Let's find another way around.
But there's only one thing to do, and that's go down here. Okay. All right.
We're clear.
Disruptive influences!
Trust the plan.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Locked here.
For the line, Commander.
All charged up.
That cover spot looks much better.
Coming up with some foes.
Grass ready if you need a house call. Liquidate them!
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
All recruits, troopers.
Armed and ready.
En ready. Exposure under management.
That's it. Record here.
Provisions momentarily depleted.
Business rival! Mitigate them!
I have to
Current time position deemed inadequate.
En ready. Exposure under management. Functioning.
Why did you make me do this? Why?
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? Law, is that you? It's me, Niles. No, I look a mite different from how you remember me. Been working on my fashion sense.
Okay. So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive. When a rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Bell and I tried looking for you while the commander went on ahead, but DeVries never intended for us to finish the mission. We barely escaped the station before she destroyed it.
So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures. So what is it that left me like this? Not right. Stop speaking in circles. What are they doing?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life. All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you? Boy, this is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, well, the amount of hope I got ain't worth a damn. Reckon best you can do is end this for me. So will you? I'm sure.
Glad we could do you this one last kindness. Rest easy now, Helen. You've earned it. Won't let no one forget your bravery.
I always knew I could count on you, Rookie. You've made a damn fine agent. I only wish I'd been there to see it. This is the final kindness you'll do for me, Commander. Thank you. Try not to miss, huh?
Hey, easy with the fratricide.
Go on.
Thank you for putting an end to her suffering. I know that wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one.
Law! These soldiers look even more hideous than our drafting experiments.
You with Auntie?
Hold clear.
We brought supplies.
You may
We're here
approach,
to help.
Commander. We've got supplies at the ready. Are you in need of any weapons, armor, or other supplies? The presiding bishop foresaw this. We are most grateful for your role in reconciling Auntie's choice and the Order. Please, take what you The presiding bishop herself has arrived and eagerly anticipates further orders. May the numbers guide you.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments. Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
Greetings! In what particular? Step right up for the... I say usually because Auntie has declared a rare exception. No catch. Well, technically I'm barred from practicing medicine in Arcadia. Auntie herself reversed the ban since we're on a mission. It's all a technicality. Oh, tell me, do you feel as terrible as you look?
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
Step up and take a gander. I've got such a moment calls for a once-in-a-lifetime deal, wouldn't you say? Remember us in the...
Well, how the hell am I supposed to get there? I don't know. I don't see. Any way there. There's no rifts over here.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments. Any injuries you may have, any treatments or supplies you may require.
Wait a second. Here we go. What's down here? Nope, this is taking me away from where I want to go. Yeah. Okay, is there some... But
Supplies available ahead, Commander. Consider it payment for your support.
Is there supposed to be...
Are you in need of any weapon? We are most grateful for your role in reconciling Auntie's choice.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
What am I missing here? Don't tell me I'm going to have to go find the bloody guide. This is not letting me on. I guess...
Greetings! In what particular way are you afflicted?
Well,
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
It's got to be back this way somehow. That's all I can think. Yep, okay. doing here?
Well, the ship doesn't look at all intimidating up close. Though, I got my questions about that rover they're sending down.
Am I supposed to be coming back down? I guess so.
It's a throw!
The console.
Craft's back in business.
The Protector is impure!
Soften them up!
That covers one.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. Well, this ain't fun. How the fuck do I get over there? Wasn't that where I just came from? Yeah.
Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who...
Okay. Oh boy.
Couldn't the Rift have brought back some janitor mechs instead?
Who introduced
Okay, let's see. Let us get... We got our stem grenade. Oh, we got those too.
Looks like a fight!
Hostile ahead.
Time to cock your load. Just get the signal.
EnExHa. Exposure. Undermining.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Uh-huh.
I am out! Can't fight! Remedying.
Let's save. I'm sure this is going to be fun.
Time to earn my commission.
Shit, I thought I...
Another rift. And is that plasma wrapped up in it? I wouldn't recommend getting close. Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
sent to Horizon Point State.
Something up here, I don't know what, but that's where we're going. There's something over here. All right, let's see. Got that.
Don't look at me. Look at me. Numbers ain't in my purview.
Would you guys get out of my way, please? I mean, you and Niles. All right. Has to be something. What is this? Bypass rift containment. Solve equation.
Oh, was that all we needed? Best to get this equation inputted as soon as possible.
Investigate rift hazard. What is this over here?
Can't hear orders. Oh!
Let me handle this.
Sustain the system.
Continuing
All right. What am I doing? I don't know. Let's see. It's taking me somewhere.
This must be the Sovereign's office. Guess money and power can't buy taste. Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised.
Great. Now we can get through the chamber. And we won't expire immediately like our friend here.
What the fuck?
Take a look at these readings. This isn't congruent with our observations in the laboratory.
How do I get over there? That's that rift thing again. I don't think I want to go that way.
It's a brawl!
Don't mind me.
Damn it.
Preserve set progress.
Grass tingling. All charged up.
Replenishing my firearm. Breaking for cover. Best reload. Mind where you
My
stand.
aftermarket parts are crud.
Knew you had my back.
Okay. Obviously. Oh, where the hell? I don't see anything. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. Oh. That's what happened.
Time to earn my commission.
Advance!
Learn this on triangle.
Alright, so... I guess... I don't know what the hell this is. This looks like a ship. Yep.
Attention! Please report to intake for processing. Welcome aboard.
Should be simple unsealing the hangar.
We should keep moving, Commander. I'll see what I can do.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Looks like the cavalry's jumped in.
I cease functioning selflessly, without complaint
Investigating this.
Displacing to fortified coordinates.
Brass raring to go.
Now that you have finished showing extreme prejudice to our enemies, come, let us coordinate. In spite of your success thus far, the hard work is not yet finished. You still need to seize the Rift Modulator and end the console's machinations, by force if necessary. Both the modulator and the conductor of this ill-conceived plot are on the decks above us. However, there are security protocols you will need to bypass in order to access them. Each deck has its own restrictions, and the lift can only be operated with access credentials, such as a pass card. But these are limited to certain personnel, so it may be difficult to locate one. An alternate route through the engine room is viable, but there is a high likelihood that you will encounter automechanical defenses. Much on this ship, it seems, is not for the eyes of the rank and file. Indeed, I will hold position on this level to ensure you are not flanked by enemy reinforcements. Look for me once you have reached the uppermost level. We will regroup there.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. Acknowledged. This intercom is to be used for emergencies only. Misuse of this intercom will result in... Now, how can I assist you, Deck 01? How many times must I explain this to you all down there? Every subject aboard the Providence must keep their deck access credentials on their person at all times. If you misplaced your access card, Sovereign help you, because I surely cannot. Perhaps a colleague would be willing to lend you theirs,
Tell me we're not going to just go blundering ahead. That's not the plan. Right, Commander?
Let me handle this.
N-ray. Exposure. Unmanning. Functioning.
and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Anyone else? Here, a medic? Back in business. Oh, good. We made it. I was expecting a wall of swinging axes and maybe a punch to the face to top it all off.
Disturbance.
Best to avoid combat if we can help it. Maybe you ought to look around for some credentials?
Anyway, the modulator has got to be on this deck. We should poke around, but quiet-like. See what information we can uncover.
Are you actually authorized? Come here a moment. Be wary. I've heard there's an intruder aboard. Ah, I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm, okay? I was under the impression we'd purged all the sprats from the ship. I suppose there's no true escape from them. Chief Scientist Montserrat is in the rift chamber. I'm sure he'd be pleased to help you find the little culprits. You want to take these credentials with you, in case you're asked. Security's become awfully stringent of late. It wouldn't do to be caught unawares. That's why I carry 2 cards, just in case. Oh, though I suppose it's just the one now.
has been functioning for 300 and...
Reckon it was foolish to think we could stuff the modulator into a satchel. Ought to see what we can learn about it in the meantime.
Exactly was it you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you. Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait. So you are familiar with the work we're doing? Tell me, what do you make of our experimentations? So then you've come to the same conclusions as I. No, you're not the one I must convince to deviate from this mess that we're in. Our situation is far more dire than it may seem. There is no proof that Rift data can be stabilized or even edited. The console's plan will fail completely. But he no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind. Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good. It's clear you aren't bound by the same rules as the rest of us somehow. If he won't hear Mia, perhaps a third party will have more luck. Here, use this keycard on the module over there. It will allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, we're all dead. The deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for, from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity, has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Well, we got the schematics. But this report got me asking questions. If they found rifts in deep space, where humanity supposedly ain't been, how did they form? It don't add up.
It's a stumper, all right, but we'll have to worry about it later. Right now, we should concentrate on finding the console.
Your punctuality is as commendable as ever. How did you fare in securing the rift modulator? Yet one more hindrance to overcome in this endeavor. Nevertheless, I expect you to guard those plans closely in the interim. Did you find anything else of note? When one learns information that rattles their understanding of the universe, one may take a moment to consider the gravity of said information. We know that rifts are only caused by skip drives, so if they are appearing in non-colonized space, then this is truly momentous. It proves definitively that life did not originate on Earth, and may, in fact, exist elsewhere in other forms.
Of course, I wouldn't want to discount these findings too quickly, especially considering the implications.
I concur. This is a discussion for later, with laureates in attendance. For now, we must confront the Consul before he wrests that future away forever. He is just through those doors. I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate with the Consul, you must be strategic. He will not react well to a direct attack on his character or methods early on. It certainly may. At which point we may find the opening needed to convince him to stand down.
I might tread a mite lightly, dear. If I know the Consul's type, and I do, his ego can take only so many hits before his guns do the talking. Simply goading may not be ideal.
Not that the Consul deserves it, none. But if we can end things peaceably, we should try for it.
You should take this time to prepare. Replenish your supplies. Explore your environment for any advantages. Consider what options you may have in the event negotiations fail. And if there is anything more you need to say to me or your companions, I encourage you to divest yourself of these diversionary thoughts while you still can.
This is it, Commander. The only thing standing between us and saving Arcadia is a single dastardly villain. Feels almost quaint after everything else, don't it? This is the mission we should have been on from the moment the Earth Directorate dropped us into the system. Liberating Arcadia from its despots. I think of it as more of a group effort, but you're welcome. You know, back in the day, reading tales of all your daring do's. Never could have imagined myself fighting alongside you. Not just as a fellow agent, but also a friend. Funny how life turns out. All right, enough jawing. Let's show the Consul to his reward. Law knows it's long past due. Right behind you.
Well, I was hoping to do some crafting, but I think we got enough.
The distinguished presiding bishop herself has deigned to join us. What a charming surprise.
Don't overlook the main attraction, dear. I even wore my finest battle attire.
I might have known you'd conspire with our enemy and lead some foolhardy crusade against me. Loyalty has eluded you for years, after all. Sentinels, if you would.
Forming an alliance was necessary to combat the irrationality of your foolish endeavor. Those who fail to show reason do not deserve to lead this colony. Now, stand down.
I will not. I am saving this colony from itself and ridding it entirely of traitors and trespassers like you. Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not? I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be resurrected and reformed so they may reach their full potential. Open your mind, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Indeed. Rarely are there enough measures to keep the most tenacious of sprats from gnawing their way in. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously tampered with our Vox relay on Paradise Island. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it. For all your bluster, you seem more concerned with running your mouth than improving your performance in the field. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Greater Tranquility Station was a test?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Rifts contain the data of everything they have engulfed. And we have the power to edit that data as we so choose. Our perfect society is within reach. And all supposedly serendipitous events have led to this moment. In the Matriarch's younger years, she found a crashed ship deep in the Earth. Within it, the very first skip drive. She dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse. And, well, that eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out. Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true leader. This is the path Henry should have taken. Yes, of course we argued over methodology. Henry was always too stubborn, too focused on the past to understand the opportunity before him. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. But he needed to look beyond himself, like I am doing now. Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks.
Reality would dispute that fact, given that it is I who has invaded your sanctum, and not the other way around. The Order has always been the Protectorate's more capable half.
I can scarcely recognize the Bishop standing in front of me. To think that I welcomed your ascension all those years ago. Orlo was at least amenable, moldable, teachable. But you've been nothing but disappointment. You're so busy chasing figments of the future, you don't even know they're leading you off the side of a cliff.
To a man of such expansive pride, all perceived slights become personal. Recall, Emery, that we once worked together toward the same aims. You made us enemies when you started down this unconscionable deviation from what is best for Arcadia.
I will not be blamed for your treacherous actions. A true Protectorate subject knows that adhering to the Sovereign's words is what's best for Arcadia. And you were never true. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
Setting aside all the settlements that have been razed, lands burned, resources dwindled, all figures, I'm sure you know. The folk have had no choice but to go begging for help. Their story is the same every damn time. They were abandoned.
No, it was they who abandoned us the moment they debased themselves to ask outsiders for help. You are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that. So you say. But you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
Madness is rarely apparent to one in its throes. I wonder, would you even be capable of hearing facts if we offered them?
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? I see. Well, the man was always a cynic. I find that attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale might. One data point means little. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim can disprove everything that points to this reality. I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
It's true. Your matriarch suspected the Protectorate was doomed from the get-go. Reuben was mucking things up even before his mother's body was cold.
No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was a stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We could all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the matriarch's work. I do not dismiss that I was complicit. It was my duty to guide him to the best of my ability. But surely it cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. It doesn't matter what you bring before me. I stand firm in the knowledge that I am following the grand plan, and that I will be vindicated.
Well, he gives us no choice.
Indeed. Then why wait?
Armed and ready.
And let's see. Volatile. Plasma.
Replenishing my firearms.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Attacking selflessly.
Back in business.
Well, it looks like we won. Where'd that guy go? I mean, shouldn't there be a big blob of something here? Yeah, here he is, I think, yeah. Shit, I don't get anything from him? Ain't that a bitch? Okay.
If the readouts are to be believed, the rift is on the verge of destabilizing completely. But the rift modulator cannot be operated from this distance. It must be flown into the rift.
That would be suicide.
Though it may be troubling to you, this conclusion holds no uncertainty. Someone present must do this. This is not possible. There is no set destination we can command the ship to fly to. The flying and the activation of the modulator must be done manually.
The Order and I will use the schematics and the processed rift data to mass-produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies.
I don't like where this is headed.
I don't see why it has to be you, dear. I mean, I would, but I've spent much too much on prolonging my existence to cash out now. That is to say, thank you.
I will work with NT personally to protect the Rift technology and ensure your sacrifice is remembered for the selfless action it is.
It would come down to us. Always does. In the serials, this is usually the point when someone heroically volunteers.
Well, I'm not doing it to Niles or Inez, so...
Commander, it's been an honor and privilege. You really are the best the director has got.
Well, everybody's gone. To boldly go. Take the incognito, Niles and Inez. Be good Directorate agents. And may Arcadia be free.
In the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. Acquisitions Officer Carr enjoyed the perks and power that came with promotion for her asset-winning techniques on Paradise Island. Her rival, D.B. Milverstreet, meanwhile, seethed as he pushed cold morsels of Borstloaf around the plate of his macrowave dinner. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine DeVries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Inez's convincing appeals to the press earned her clout in reforming Auntie's Choice's cruel grafting program. Yet it was a constant struggle, rife with red tape and pushback from program executives. This was Inez's new battle, one she would fight for the rest of her life. Tristan continued to doggedly uphold Protectorate values. Asa finally achieved her dream of dying in a rift. All it took was a daring and blood-soaked heist of a modulator to create a rift that she then summarily leapt into. Thus Asa remained a fanatical member of the glorious dawn, spreading the truth of the rifts to her final agonized breath. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade, anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Ruth Bassar proceeded to interface with the archive, an agonizing process that clawed away her lifespan. The archive computed that she was mistaken to compromise with the corporatists. To advance the plan, she needed to destroy them from within. So she proceeded to do just that. She had only been using the corporation for its logistical infrastructure. Auntie herself and at least some of her top executives needed to cease existing in Arcadia, either via assassination or skip-drive-assisted exile. Bassar stripped the power from the corporatists in subtle ways, until it was too late for them to stop her. Yet it remained unclear how long the Order could sustain its dominance once Ruth Bassar passed on to become one with the equation. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die in those instead. The rifts across Arcadia and beyond were soon closed. Trade quickly resumed, with Auntie's Choice handling logistics. Yet, more than just goods and resources traveled the re-established trade routes. The Order's version of scientism spread as well. Many colonies stabilized, many thrived, and some even rose to an Arcadian level of prosperity. But there are still some that have never been heard from. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Well, I guess that's it, guys. I enjoyed the game. Was it worth the $99 that I paid? Yeah. Yeah. There's some of the stuff seemed a little repetitive, some of the quest, but all in all, this was a good game. It was entertaining. The dialogue branching, depending on the build that you have, depends on your play and your choices. Really good, deep role playing. And I enjoyed it. I remember that final death for gravity, trying to figure out how to do that jump puzzle and not being able to do it, and then coming back realizing all I have to do is run. Or getting up to that station at Have a Gas, that top thing on what was it, Dorado or either Paradise, one of those two, and then also the Excogitation Chapel at the top of the mountain. Yeah, those things. The Cerebrum thing, the archive, that's where things started feeling a little repetitive to me. But for the most part, I enjoyed this game. I probably, if you wait until it's on sale, because it's $60, I think. But if you wait till you can get it on sale, maybe for, I don't know, $39.99 or $49.99. Yeah, man, you're going to have hours and hours of play. I think I have about close to 100 hours. Now, about 10 of those hours was times when, I'd do a mission, I'd sit down, have a libation or a smoke or something, and just chill for 15-20 minutes, and the thing's still running in the back, and that adds up. So I'd say take maybe 10, even 15-20 off, so you've got about a good solid 60 to 80 hours easy, because there were a few missions, side quests, things that I found out about that you could get through the bounty boards that I didn't go do. And then there were that one where I could have gone and checked on that guy who liked to eat sprat tongue, raw sprat tongue. But for the most part, yeah, you've got a good 60 to 80 hours if you try to do everything. It's fun. The hunting down the different those serial things, the magazines, the different cards that you have to collect, all those little things that give you a boost, that increase your stats passively is really nice. How you can really just define your character by your skills and the perks that you choose. And even though I started with engineering, explosives, and hacking, by the time I got those to level 20, I still had 2 more levels to go as far as a character level. So I was able to put 4 points into guns. That really made my gunplay different. And having that that armorer perk where you get more armor for each thing that you build based on the value of it. Now, some of the perks seemed a little, I didn't like the hermit. At first, I didn't like that, but once it starts kicking in, and you had that bomber suit on, and you're getting hit, and you're producing black powder, and you're just able to, yeah, eventually it all just kind of gels together. And I definitely would say that for the first half to 3/4 of the game, it feels fresh. It's maybe around this second third of the game to the last third where it starts feeling repetitive in some of the quests and things like that. But, you know, there's only so much you can do. You got to reuse maps and layouts and assets and things like that. So I think that Obsidian did an excellent job here. I really, really enjoyed it. So, you know, if you guys are thinking about getting this and you enjoy role-playing and you like deep character customization and your choices matter, a lot of times you have an interchange with someone and it says this will be remembered, and it is remembered. Yeah, this game it's pretty good, and I will definitely looking forward to the DLC when it comes out. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I guess we'll just let the credits finish because I'm done. And until next time, this is Old Man Alchemist saying, stay cool and peace. Hey, stop complaining. Auntie insisted I let the credits roll.